Hey guys, we're going to be talking to BKFC owner and CEO David Feldman. We're going to be going over how 2020 has affected the company, Paige VanZant fighting on Super Bowl weekend, and BKFC 14 coming up. Stay tuned. Talk about, just some of the things that you've had to overcome this year because, of COVID and just attendance issues and certain counties not allowing this, not allowing that. And, what has 20 been like for David Feldman?
As you know, if you've been following my journey at all, you know that obstacles are really nothing new to us. So, it's just a new obstacle that was in the way, and we found a way to navigate through that. Obviously, the whole world's affected by COVID-19 and what's happening. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives and lost their jobs and lost their businesses, and it's unfortunate. And we were fortunate enough to actually be able to regroup during COVID-19. During the first, 2 or 3 months of it, we were able to really refocus and restructure where we wanted to go. Developed our Bare Knuckle TV app and decided that's the way that we wanted to go, in the direction we wanted to go. So it was good for us because we got to assemble a great team, kind of restructure, like I said, think of some of the different fighters we wanted to sign. Got time to really focus on sponsorships, on different platforms, going international. We have a lot of really great things we're working on, and we really couldn't be happier the position that the company's in today than it's ever been.
Yeah, I want to touch on this too. So, President Trump called you. Is that true?
Yeah, man. We were at the event, and I did a little pre-fight speech as I do in all my events, and I just told everybody on that day, especially because it was the day before 9/11, that we will stand up for America. I don't care what side you're on, if you're right or left or red or blue, it doesn't matter to us. And what matters is these men and women died on that day 19 years ago, so we are going to stand up and respect them that day. And if you don't, you won't be fighting for us. And if you made a political statement that night that wasn't accepted, you would have been asked to leave. And it was just one of those kind of events which was so special and so somber, in American history, that I didn't want anything to really come between the commemorance of what we were doing. So it got passed on to the Mississippi governor, and then it got passed on to the president's office. And I got a quick call. I talked to the chief of staff for a little bit, and just got to talk to Trump for about two sentences, and that was it. And it was awesome. It was amazing, because it was amazing that knowing that, if you stand for something, you know what I mean? If you stand for something, that, good things can happen. And if you don't stand for anything, you're going to fall for everything. So you had to stand for something at some point in your life. And we decided that was a good time to stand up, and, it paid off.
Now walk me through this, because I'll never ever have that experience. So is it, you get a phone call and it's stand by for Eagle One incoming? How does that work, Dave?
David Feldman, yes. How you doing? This is the White House calling, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, who is this? Because all my friends play jokes. Like, who is this? And they're like, this is the president's office, the chief of staff. The president wanted us to reach out to you, and I'm like, for what? Are you serious? Like, I'm still like thinking, messing with me. Seriously? And they're like, yes, absolutely. Some information got passed on to us, and he just wants to say a few words. And it was amazing. It was a amazing feeling. I mean, look, it'll never happen again in the rest of my life, probably. So, it was great. It was great to, I guess, be recognized for standing up. But you know what? I don't need to be recognized, because I just truly believe, and I'll say this, why we're going through all this, I'm watching on TV with everything that's going on in the country now, that it's about the country, really, and you got to stand up for the country. Whoever wins. Whoever's going to lead the country, that has to be our president, right? I mean, if you're a Republican, you're a Republican. You're a Democrat, you're a Democrat. It is what it is, and we all have our own beliefs. But the end of the day is, we have to support whoever that president's going to be, and we stood up for the country. And that's enough of that talk. Let's talk about some really fun stuff now.
I agree with you. But, speaking of, you talked about you're able to kind of regroup, refocus. And obviously you guys made some powerhouse signings this year, right? Obviously the elephant in the room on Paige VanZant. So the rumor is now she's fighting Super Bowl weekend. Is that legit?
We're going to do a fight February 5th, right around the Super Bowl, right near the vicinity of the Super Bowl, not right in Tampa, but right outside of Tampa. Still going to have the the hoopla and the fanfare from everything that happens with the Super Bowl. It's going to be amazing. I mean, it's really going to be amazing. It's not going to be the same, I don't think. I don't think it's going to be the same as it's been in previous years. I was at the Super Bowl last year and went to the fight that they did on a Friday night before the Super Bowl. It was tremendous. I don't think it's good, again, because of what's happening now. Right. But for us to, I mean, think about this, Josh, man. Everybody told me no, that we would never be able to do this, right? We're never going to be able to make bare knuckle happen. Then we, did away with all those naysayers. We were a one-hit wonder. We were a flash in the pan. We weren't going to last. And here we are doing a show with one of the biggest combat sports stars on the planet right now on the weekend of the biggest sporting event of the entire year. So, it's tremendous just to be in that situation and be able to, produce an event like that on that weekend. It's, it's unbelievable. It really is. I feel so blessed. I feel grateful to the team. I mean, you've been there for a long time on this journey. For all the guys that really supported me, man, it's great that I'm going to be able to bring them all with me, and they're all going to have a great time. And we're going to look around and see all the stars there and be like, wow, we're a part of this thing now. It was like we just wanted people to let us do this event. This bare knuckle event almost 2.5 years ago, and now we're going to have some of the biggest stars in the entire world at our event. So it's going to be a tremendous time, and just so thankful that we were able to withstand everything that was thrown at us in these past 2.5 years, and we're still standing, and we're not really just standing, we're running.
All right, and I know you probably won't give me an answer, but I'm going to ask anyway, so that's all right. Who is she going to fight? Is she going to fight someone that's already in bare knuckle? Because I imagine you might not want to do that. I don't know, or if you want to bring somebody else.
We're not. We have 4 girls that we're looking at right now. We're doing some interviews with them, watching them train and stuff like that. And we're going to pick that out within the next 2 weeks, and then we'll reveal that probably around right before Thanksgiving. We're going to reveal that. But we have 4 girls that we're looking at. I can't really say who they are right now, but
sure,
they're all combat sports veterans. Nobody off the street or something like that. They've all been in there, kind of trying to find the person that's going to put up a good fight. Obviously, look, we're not trying to get her killed, but it has to be a very competitive fight. So we're looking at that at the same time. Someone that can present a storyline or, wants to play a good character in this thing, because there has to be some build up to this. And we have 2 of the 4 that are tremendous so far. So I can't really wait to announce and then do all the different types of footage and things that we're going to do in leading up to this event. Especially we're doing a special 4-part series called Paige VanZant Ungloved. That's going to lead into her fight. And, it's going to be great. Honestly, man, just happy that we were able to withstand everything that we did, and we're here now. There was times where we said this isn't going to work. It's people love it, but it's not working economically. And here we are now. It's better than ever. I think we have more fans than we ever have had. One really cool thing happened about 2 weeks ago. They did a bare knuckle MMA event, KSW in Poland, and they did a bare knuckle fight, which was Josh Barnett versus one of their guys over there. And in the advertisement, they put BKFC style event, and I was like, what? Wow! Like, what? It's not just that we are just another promotion, man. We created a sport,
right?
We're standing among this sport, and that was like really tremendous, Josh. I was like, well, I kept looking at him like BKFC style, and I was like, am I going to tell these guys to take this shit down, or are we just gonna? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to tell them.
Is it free promotion, or what is it? How do I?
It was great. It was great to be recognized like that. I mean, look, we're the leaders in bare knuckle fighting in the world, and we're just doing bigger and better things each and every day and each and every event, and it's awesome.
Tyler Goodjohn, Mark Godbeer, they just crossed over. They're across the pond now. That's the word on the street. They're here. They're in the States. When can we expect them to the line?
They're going to be on the December show. Won't announce their opponents right now, but they're both going to fight December 4th. BKFC 15. BKFC 15. Holy crap, man! BKFC 15, man. Because we were talking about the Paige VanZant fight. It's going to be BKFC 17. Wow. But yeah, they're gonna fight December 4th. That's going to be in Wichita, Kansas. Again, live on the Bare Knuckle TV app.
Okay.
We're also going to do some streaming it in the UK for that. It's going to be great. Looking forward to seeing the kind of character that Tyler Goodjohn's gonna play with this thing and see how he's going to showcase. Look, I mean, the guys are tough over there. A lot of the guys that they fought are really tough, hard-nosed guys. But at the same time, a lot of those guys didn't have a big combat sports background before they got into bare knuckle. They just came off the street and learned it, and tough. Again, not taking anything away from them. Those guys are tough.
Yeah.
But I think it's a different level athlete over here. So we're going to see how that competition stands up when they come over here. Mark Godbeer obviously did really good in Valor. And again, fought some really tough guys. A couple of them at a little bit of an advanced age. So we're going to see. I mean, look, I'm going to groom them, but they're going to be tested because there's no way of just picking, let me give this guy an easy fight. In bare knuckle, there is no easy fight. There really, truly isn't. And if Mark Godbeer and Tyler Goodjohn can come out victorious and stand tall on December 4th, it's going to be great because, then I have two incredible characters that I can promote and build in this company.
100%. And I also imagine just on the, the business and the international presence that they bring, because like Godbeer, he has a huge following out that way. So I have to imagine there's multiple layers to this, like an onion, and it's just like he's going to bring in all those international eyeballs, and that's got to just,
Yeah, they fought for a promotion over in the UK, and in all honesty, I just don't get along with those guys, and every one of their fighters.
We don't need to talk about them. Dave.
I'm telling you, every single one of their fighters is calling now, and we're going to start signing them as soon as the borders open up and travel is a lot easier. We're going to have a huge UK stable over here. We also have some really good Irish fighters. Former Irish Olympian boxer, he's going to be coming over. Again, we're just like everybody else. We're stuck right now with not being able to travel to where we want to internationally, but soon that's going to go away, and we're going to be able to build this, build everything we're doing. And we have a really great piece coming out Monday or Tuesday on a really huge publication, and it's going to talk about our viewership numbers now and our global expansion. We're going to be doing some international shows as early as late December. So we're really happy about that too. It's just everything is just moving, man. We're not slowing down. We're going faster. I mean, you figured during COVID, right? Almost everybody slowed down. UFC did not. UFC just kept rolling, and they paved the way, honestly, for us, like they did even getting this thing legalized. And take my hat off to them for standing up and showing us how to do this. But man, we're going faster than we ever went during this pandemic, and we're not letting anything slow us down.
Are there any plans to develop more feeder leagues similar to Toe the Line and put it on the BKTV app?
Yeah, not just create more feeder leagues. We're going to create a different type of a fight. It'd probably be like 6 times a year. We're going to do that. We also are acquiring rights. So we acquired rights for Bare Knuckle TV to Lithway World Championship.
Oh man!
Yeah. So
wow.
So they're going to be doing some stuff with us. So that's going to be great. We got a lot of bare knuckle promotions all around the world, really, that are doing some different things. Look, ever since we started this thing, right now there's 2 promotions in Russia doing things. There's a promotion in Thailand doing just bare knuckle fighting. So it's going, and look, it's great. Let's get everybody to do it so everybody knows about bare knuckle. But let it live on the Bare Knuckle TV app. Why not? Let's be the home. Let's be the hub for bare knuckle fighting around the world. And that's really what we are. This isn't a bare knuckle fighting championship app. This is a bare knuckle fighting app.
Sure.
So, and we might do some other things with that as well. But it's been great so far. We get to control our own destiny right now.
That's a great place to be, man.
Yeah, and I mean, look, it's exciting. It really is. It's exciting where we're going right now. just phenomenal team, man. The team is great. Our director of content, Evan Zentar, is. I know you see some of our content. It's just amazing. It's amazing stuff. We have some of the best guys in the world right now working for us and working with us, and we're building this together. Like I say at every one of our team meetings, I say, look, guys, let's do this. Everybody's going to eat. We're all going to eat here, because if I eat, I'm going to build the table longer so we all can fit on that table and all can eat. And that's why everybody, including you, I guess you know how I am, and I want to see everybody do good, and that's why I think a lot of people are rooting for us.
100%, man. Well, let's get to the good stuff. BKFC 14 on Friday the 13th. Don't be superstitious. Is next Friday. Man, I've probably said this at least a couple dozen times today, and I know damn it, I say it probably every time, but I think top to bottom, I know Paulie and Artem was a big card. I get that, but I think top to bottom, fight for fight, if everything goes like it looks on paper, I feel like this could be the best card that you guys have ever put on.
Yeah, I think we put on a hell of a card from top to bottom. Nate Shook, our matchmaker, and myself had really, we argue a lot. It's funny because he comes to me with matches. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. And then some of them I'm like, wow, that's a genius match. Let's do that. So we have 11 fights on the card, and one women's fight, one women's bout, 2 world championships, although one's an interim world championship. Another guy from the UK is fighting on this card, Brutal Jake Bostic, a hell of a fighter as well. It's going to be a star-studded event. We have a lot of really A-class stars that are going to be in attendance. It's a small boutique event, but it's going to be probably the most fun and exciting event that we've ever done. Although I watched the Vice video that we did from the first event, and I don't think anything's ever going to top that. I mean, it was just unbelievable. I watched it today, and I got the chills, and I'm like, it's just crazy. So I don't think anything's ever going to top that, but this one really stacked from top to bottom, probably has 6 or 7 fight of the nights, on that card.
I tell you, I'm if I have to pick one, it's hard, but if I have to pick one that I'm really looking forward to is Reggie and Dat. 1000%. I wanted to see it. Don't get me wrong, Johnny and Dat. I wanted to see it, but there's almost a part of me, I hope Johnny heals up fast. I hope he gets back fast, and I hope he can defend his title against whoever wins Friday. But I thought Reggie and Dat, I always thought that was the fight to make, I think, in the first place. In my opinion, I thought that Reggie was, the rightful number one contender. And I think for him to fight Dat and to really solidify who is number one, who deserves to face Johnny Bedford, it's gonna be a bloodbath. I mean, it's.
I agree. It's gonna be a great fight. I did it differently because Johnny already beat Reggie, and that's why I matched that with him. That very well established professional boxer and had 2 very good victories with us so far. That being said, odds came out on this fight, and that opened up I think like a plus 150, and Reggie was a minus 180, I think. So Reggie was a really big favorite in the opening of this odds, which kind of surprised me a little bit. I thought it would be a lot more even, but it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight. Dat can crack. Reggie doesn't have the best punching power in the world, but his boxing ability, and he's an experienced bare knuckle fighter. That could be the difference in this fight. So as a fan, again, I'm so looking forward to that fight too. But and then we go on to the main event, and I know you were going to bring that up next, but I mean, that's a barn burner. I don't think that goes the distance, but the 2 or 3 rounds that it goes, I think that's probably going to be the best 2 or 3 rounds we've ever had in bare knuckle fighting championship.
I've described it as 2 bulls in a china shop. It's how it's going to be with those two, because I talked to Jim earlier today, and I'm going to talk to Luis a little bit later, but these guys, they're headhunters. They want to take each other out. Like there's a guarantee. If you could, I know there aren't a lot of guarantees in the fight game, but my God, these two are going to come out the gate fucking swinging. They're going to take each other's heads off. Somebody's going to sleep. If my God, hand to God, if this thing goes past 3 rounds, I
can't talk about the bets, like who to bet or anything like that. But if I was going to bet the over under, I would probably bet the under. And I don't even know what that is yet, but it's going to be, I mean, they're going to come out bang up. But then again, though, they're 2 tough dudes. Like, they don't go down. So, I mean, although their offense is phenomenal. I mean, Jim Allers has never been in trouble yet. Luis Palomino has never been in trouble yet in bare knuckle, and he's fought some of the best in the world in MMA. I mean, really some of the best in the world. And, he's had fighter in life with those kind of guys. So I don't know, man. It could possibly be one of the best fights we've ever had.
I'm pumped, man. I've got goosebumps just thinking about it. I can't wait. I'll be there. I'll be in Miami. I'm fucking first time in Miami too, so I'm excited, like double excited. I know it's COVID.
I wish you'd be able to experience it a little better, but it's still going to be cool, man. It's at a great spot. It's right on the right off the beach. It's going to be tremendous, man. We're going to do the press conference on Wednesday, the weigh-in on Thursday, and the fight there on Friday, and it's going to be a tremendous weekend. Some of the guys I can't really mention all the guys that are going to be there, but some really A+ stars are going to be in the house. And, I was like, a couple people hit me up for tickets, and I'm like, you want a ticket? I'm like, absolutely, man, you are in. And we're limited. Like, we're really limited. And I'm getting a request from so many UFC guys right now. And I had to keep them away. We can't fit them in the building. I mean, we sold out in 24 hours. There's only 550 seats, but a very, very high ticket price. So, it's great for us. It's great. It's great to be there. It's great that everybody's excited about this and this event and bare knuckle in general. So happy.
Well, I tell you what, man. I say it every time we talk. Man, I'm so glad for your success, man, and I wish you just nothing but the best. I know you work hard. I know nothing is given. And you got your whole team bust your ass. So I know you guys. You guys have earned it. So. Other than that, man, I can't wait. I can't wait till Miami next weekend. BKTV app, guys, go download it. Hey, and also put in promo code Combat Insiders. You get a little, I don't know, we get a little kickback from it. We get just a little kickback.
Go ahead, do it, man. BKTVapp.com and put down Combat Insiders as the promo code.
That's it.
Back up a little bit. BKTVapp.com. I'm telling you, man, download the app. It's $3.99 a month, man. I mean, $3.99 is nothing. And you get our live pay-per-view events. You get all our library. You get all the different programs, all the interviews, everything about bare knuckle on that app. Make sure you watch it. But also, you get all the live events all included in that price. BKTVapp.com, promo code Combat Insiders. Check it out.
That's a hell of a plug. Guys, that's all I got. Mr. David Feldman, thank you so much for your time, sir. I know you're a busy man, and we appreciate you, and that's all I got.
My man, Josh. Take care, brother.
All right, buddy.